Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to the Lavender Overhang, where something looks a little different here, doesn't it? Yeah, I know. I can explain. On Thursday, when I recorded the episode that should have come out on Friday, I didn't realize that my recording was corrupted until the time I normally have on Friday morning to put the music in it, render it, and get it uploaded to YouTube. Yeah, it didn't work. I will say it wasn't, what was in that episode wasn't burn the world down, so it's not like you missed a ton. But we are going to have a bit of a jump forward here. I have started, or I will start, doing a backup save right before I start an episode. So if that happens again, I can roll back to before the progress I made in that episode so that it's not quite as big of a jump for y'all. If that is something you guys think that we need to continue doing, because it was a little frustrating for me when I realized that that wasn't going to work. But here, look, we did this. We did a thing and it did work to ease the bad tide out of there. Now, we also started putting in some other things. We got some ghost ones here. They'll build these eventually. We are running a little bit low on actual workers. We only have one hauler at the moment. We still have our 4 builders, but we only have one hauler at the moment, and we are in a drought, a rather long drought, where we still have 13 days almost, and it was a 20-day drought. So we have, like, all of our pumpers are off doing other things, and we still are just barely filling jobs because hauling posts should be kind of like last. We did get in some more of the platforms and the workarounds for the windmills, which we will probably go ahead and input in there today. We did get this storage in. I'm trying to remember what we had done in the previous episode versus what I had done in the actual, like, failed episode. We are out of trees to cut, which is a problem, and we have set this side up over here, except for one little log that's causing a problem. We're going to try and get down in here and get some floodgates in there too. As soon as we have this imploded, then we will be able to force Badwater off the map in both locations and not have to worry about it flooding into our aquifer. So happy, happy, joy, joy. I think today what I would like to do, I'm kind of scrambling because we also are super low on science. So we've got a couple of these that we're going to place here for now until we can figure out a better place. We did build a little bit more housing, and we started on some well-being items. So we've got some trees in. They're working on some lampposts. We are going to end up with some medical beds here at some point that will help with the injuries we are having, because we always have at least 2, sometimes 4, up to 4 beavers that are injured, and if we can get them cured a little bit faster, that will be in our benefit. We currently have 4 medical beds up and running, so that would give us 6 and mean that they've all got time to do their thing. So yeah, let's get into it. Once again, I do want to apologize. I don't know what happened to the recording. It just won't let me open it with anything. I've tried multiple different ways and it just won't let me open it. All right, as you can see, we've got that going in there. I would like to get in here and put some sluice gates in. We're not quite to that point yet, though. We do have metal, so I mean, that is something we can do. It's just a matter of getting our beavers back down in there. And at the moment, we have so much on the build schedule that I am half tempted to just like put us into a time lapse. I know you guys don't enjoy them, but we're kind of at that point. Well, we've got no wind. There we go. We've got some wind. We're kind of at that point where everything we're doing, it's like we need time for them to build, time for them to produce resources, and that might be coming soon that we have to do that. I'm going to kick us to 3 times because we're working on a few things. I want them to come and do this so that we can get these trees out of here. And then we can start dealing with some of this. I'd like to block this off a little more. And reclaim a little bit of space there. We also could conceivably get a couple of metal guys down here. Once again, no power. Because we're running... We've already emptied 2 metal guys. Okay, so if we displace this with levies... It means we need to take out... We need to take out one of these so that we... Is that a single or a double platform? It's gonna halt a lot of progress. I can't tell what that is. That's a double. So if we take out... Let's pause quick. If we take out this one, they only have to replace 1. We are going to strand a beaver for a moment. Put that on high priority and then stick the path back over it. And let's go to single. Oh. Huh. They're just going around it. I mean, they're not going to go back over there because it's cut off. Oh, maybe they will. Silly beavers. Come on, let's build this. What else do we have on higher priority at the moment? The dynamite. It's the only thing we have on higher priority at the moment. Let's pop that guy. And detonate. Alright, I'm trying to decide, should we take that down one more? I think we should. But doing so is going to... I think we need to be strategic about this. Let's, do this. We'll take that out of there. Then let's, do this layer. And let's pop priority on that. I know this looks weird, but it'll make sense in just a minute. I'm probably gonna need to prioritize that staircase too. Oh, our potatoes are drying out. Let's, oh my gosh, we got 6 baby beavers. We don't have any haulers. This is a problem. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and remove this guy because I don't want to forget about it and then end up with beavers in the drink. So we're gonna like just let them work on that as they can. But that will save us a ton of time. How are we doing? We still have 21 dynamite, so we're okay there. Let's go ahead and... Ooh! I'm sorry, beaver. That was almost bad. Alright, let's go ahead and... Okay, they got that in. See, we have so much stuff slated. We've got another forester that we're trying to get built down here. We want to be able to put in a tapper shack, so that is platforms for that. We want these guys done so that in the next bad period we can get it out, or we can shuffle it off. Same with here, we've got stairs down into here in an attempt to shuffle that off as well. I don't think we need all of these guys right now because there's like next to no trees. Which one of these hits the most? We'll leave 2 of them over here. All right, they got that in now. Now we can come in here with our double floodgates. Spin, please. And we will up priority on those. And then we will go ahead and we will put dynamite in the rest of this. And then once they have those built, then we can and get these dynamite in the middle here, and then we'll be able to yank the stairs, plow this, and then we will have a direct boom right out the back side of the map with that Badwater. It'll help divert some of that until we can get down in here and get the done. Now they did do a reversion and put natural overhangs back in the map, but that doesn't revert anything that the game told it was a terrain block. So we won't get those natural overhangs back in this playthrough unless we rolled it way back in our autosaves, and I'm not going to do that. That would be too much progress to lose. But that will keep what water is in there now from just flowing right out, which by the time we get those done, it might not matter. All right. What else? What next? Oh, we got the other scientists done. Very good. Very nice. That should help. I do want to try the new tunnels, but we don't have catalyst yet, so that's not going to work. I was thinking we might 200 HP for a observatory. It also is 1K science, so we're not going to be doing that anytime soon because our science production is not going well. We are in dire need of more science. Oh, we are starting to get all of this in. Very good, very nice. Gravity battery is 400, so we can get that now. And how did I figure this out? I can't remember now. All right, I want to start with the ones that will give us the most. Yes, we are unlocking that. And we don't have our ladder up anymore, do we? We have the ladder up over here, but we need a ladder up over here. I might... I don't really want them to go on top of that. I just want them to go to there. Let's put in some paths so they actually will do all of that. Very good, very nice. I'm not quite certain why we had to build that one. Maybe I planned to come around the corner? I can't remember. These two over here, I'm going to put really low priority because we need to do some work over here before they'll be able to fall. As you can see, we've got metal and terrain down there that is going to be in the way of those guys. So we're going to have to do a little work on those. Let's take off that. Didn't mean to turn that on. Okay. All right, we still have 6.7 days in this drought. We did get our water turned back on. We're going to go ahead and pause that guy again, and that did make our potatoes go a little bit better. I'm still a little peeved that this guy right here can't reach all of those. I'm not 100% certain what to do about that, though. They've got 2 of these in. All right, so next up, what's our next priority? I think it's going to be these guys and this next scientist. You know what? I wasn't planning for gravity batteries on those two. I was planning for windmills, wasn't I? I think. Nope, it must have been gravity batteries because I wouldn't have... I can't remember. Maybe it was this side I was planning for a windmill. I can't remember. I just can't remember. That's what I get for not writing down what I was planning to do. Oh. Shoot. I forgot I needed to turn that back on. This guy over here is no longer doing anything, so he can stop sitting on his butt. We still have 2.3k water, which is awesome. This guy, is he reaching the water? No. He can stop sitting on his butt as well. Oops, I didn't actually click that, did I? All right. Very good, very nice. Just one more there. We are starting to get some planks going, which is a problem. We have not enough planks. We've got 3 plankers running. And we can't keep up on the planks, which is a very frustrating thing. Very, very frustrating indeed. I don't quite know what to do with that. Oh, we also put in a little food and water station right here because we were having beavers running all the way down here or all the way over here when they were right here. So, oh, we could have gotten some of that metal out of there, but I don't think we have enough time now. Next time. They're starting to get some of those upper platforms in, which will mean that they can start putting in the gravity battery, which means we also need to run the pipeline here. So let's get that in. And I think it should be fairly easy, just a straight shot right to there without a problem. Because we kind of built this in tiers, they can walk down here and here, so they can build from here or here without a problem. That guy does need a gear. Thankfully, it already has it. Just we're cutting through so many planks because of all of these guys. And what I'd like to do is put that on a... we'll leave it there, but then the rest of these I'd like to put a little bit lower. Because what I'd like to happen is for them to build this one so that they build them one at a time and they don't waste resources, because they need 40 gears. So we're going to have to turn the gear guy back on as soon as we get all of the planks over here done. We just have one more. Then we'll be able to shut that guy down. All the micromanaging. Oh, hey, look, they're all done. Very good, very nice. 165. I can go ahead and I can adjust these. We're going to put those so that they're down by 1.5. I mean, sorry, by 0.5. And see if that's enough to keep our things from flooding. We can go ahead now and take those back out. Oh, we do have those guys going. We have refilled our hauling post, which is good. We had some of those 6 beavers grow up. We still have 4 beavers that are ready to grow up. We might have to open another house because as soon as we come back to wet period, we will have all of those beavers come back. to the water pumps so that we can fill those up. Hopefully we still have a chunk of these that is, like these ones way down here at the end where nobody is going to run there for water when there's one right here. Hopefully that gets us some water pre-stored so that we're not quite at zero again. I would like to get... We don't have the gears for it at the moment though. So I loathe to destroy those before we have gears. Alright. I think they're done, well, except for right here. These ones are just logs, so that should be no problem. What did we put this guy on? He's just on normal. These ones are the ones that are dropped. Priority wise, these could probably go because I'm not 100% certain we're going to do those. And then I would like them to install, make sure that the power gets installed here before we do that. These guys, we are going to put lower priority because it's a kind of, if we have time kind of thing. And then, how are we doing down here? Did I not high prioritize this? No, I didn't. Darn it. We are almost out of water here. We need to start dynamiting this down as well. Which maybe we don't want to put those in until we've done a little bit of that. If we leave... space right there, we could put platforms in if we leave that. I would like to get this cleaned up a little bit, is the only thing. Make that a little easier to fill. All right, we have 3 days to go. We have 1.7 in water. They are working on getting the dynamite in down here. One more dynamite. Oh, it had to put it like right there. We're gonna high prioritize that. Very good, very nice. I think, what did we prioritize these guys over here? They're at a nothing. Oh man, he's carrying our dynamite. Really? You couldn't build it too? You were just the hauler? Alright. Those are going in fast and furious. And we're out of power again. Ugh. We need these gravity batteries. That's gonna have to be our next priority. Otherwise we're gonna run into a problem. Oh, it's all in. Boosh. Now we've got a nice deep well for the bad tide to run out of at its own level. So hopefully that will keep us from back flooding. We still have 2 days. I think we're going to kick priority up on this so that we can get in here and put in a floodgate. If we look at this, we literally just need 2 floodgates right here, and we'd be able to block that off so that the Badwater can't go that direction. I went the wrong way there. So if we can just get 2 floodgates in right there, that will take care of all of that. Then I think we get all of this taken care of with some... Honestly, we could probably... We get all of this taken care of all the way around here with the contamination barriers. And then we would be able to block all of this off from the bad tide. We do the same thing over here. Go around all of this as much as we can. Probably only really need this side. And that will keep all of this from being contaminated. We need to figure out this. I'm thinking if we put... If we dynamite down 1 level here, we'd be able to put in a overhang, which then we would be able to build a platform that we could put some what you call it in. Honestly, I'd love to come down here with a tunnel it out, and then put sluices on it so it just shoots Badwater right off of the map. But this is contaminated. If we look at... It's really hard to see this time of day. But if we look at that, you can see that it is still contaminated. So that's one thing. We will have to sacrifice whatever beavers do that. But if we come all the way down to here and tunnel through here, actually could tunnel through all of this and put 3 sluices in, boom, 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 it would shoot Badwater right off the map as it came. We probably need 3 in order to take care of most of it. But at least it would keep the level low enough that we might not contaminate everything. All right. Let's take a peek over here. I'm gonna pop priority on this a little bit higher. We are back up to 674 science. Woohoo! Those are done. The stairs here are done. We need to pop priority on all of these. So they come and remove those. If we mark them for cutting, no, they're not going to come down here. That's strange. You'd rather run all the way over here than come down here. Very strange. Okay. I'm really happy with that, though. That being done is a huge boon. We are starting to store some planks again. We are running a little low on logs. We have metal blocks coming in. How's our dynamite doing? Dynamite is full. I don't think we really need any at the moment, so I'm not really 100% worried about that. We are going to need some more buildings here, though. Definitely gonna need some more buildings. Oh, they've started working on our gravity battery. We're gonna flip-flop explosives factory dude with that dude, and we are gonna pause quick because that means we need to get all the pumps back up and working. We're gonna start with the ones that get the water first. We also need to get all of our fluid dumps paused and our floodgates opened. So this guy, what did we have him at? 1.5, I think. So that kind of equalized. I think we had 2.5 on that one. This guy needs to come down so we don't flood everything. This guy needs to come down so we don't flood everything. Same with over here. I think we had it at 7.5, I think, being the operative word. Okay, so those are at 0.5. This guy's pumping. These ones need to be... Can't remember if that one was completely open. These ones we've just made bigger. We do have somebody down in the pit there. I think it was these ones we had slightly down. In case of overflow. All right, now we need to turn all of the pumps back on, which means that all of our workers in the industrial area are now back down here, which means we're going to lose like all of our workers. We do have 2 workers who didn't have anything to do. All right, let's go ahead, put it back on 2 times. And it says we have 8 open jobs now, and I'm betting, yep. Yeah, there's our 8 open jobs, which that's fine. All right. So we've got 3 gear workshops. 2 of these will be going to work towards the gears, and 1 of these will be making planks for other things. So that's our hold up now. I didn't actually read that. That does have all its planks. We're just waiting on gears now. The hold up of the gears. I'm going to kick priority on the pipe so that as soon as that is ready, it will start providing power. We still have weird visual things going on here with the water where these overhangs were. What's going on here? Why did we need doubles there and not singles? Did I put the wrong thing in again? I can't see. Too close. No, the single should do it because we just have... the one block there. All right. Let's zoom back out. That was a little close. All right, we're into the first day. We have 1.7. We are going to go ahead and take these ladders out. And can we reclaim those resources, please? And then let's just verify. It should just be one block. So if we put in... You can kind of see they kind of made them like little archy things where the original overhangs were, which I think was cute, but they've also changed that yet again. All right, I'm going to pop priority on these because oh shoot, I put it over there. I guess they can still reach that if they just come straight off that path. All right. If we could just get those two in, then that is our Badwater diversion system complete. I still feel like there's a visual glitch right here. But that's just me, I think. Is this guy getting filled up? No, we're not getting any water over yet. So let's, what level do I have these ones at? This one at 1.5. I do think we need to turn down our working hours because that's part of the reason why our well-being is not the greatest, is because we got our beavers working 20 hours and they don't have time for... Oh look, they're in. I don't want them closed right now, but they're in. Very good, very nice. Love it. Love to see it. We're not doing the greatest on our water. Okay, I also think... we have some dynamite left, right? Not a ton, but we do have some. So I think we need to come in here. Where does... wrong button. That one right there. Would need some, but we can get these guys a little deeper. It also will be good for us because that means that this whole area is deeper. I do want to come down here too and put in a metal guy. And then we need some ladders. for him to get up in here, and let's see if we can't get some of this stuff taken care of. Maybe I don't want to put him all the way over there. Let's put him like right. Why is there one single piece of path right there? Probably from when we built that, huh? Let's put him right there. All right. Very good, very nice. Oops. Okay. Can we get this one done? Like literally, they're making the gear, bringing it right over to this guy. Okay. Let's see here. I would like to kind of expand all of this. Can we get away with popping this a little higher? And diverting more water this way? I think we can. Okay. Let's see here. If we take this guy and we drop him a little more, is that going to equalize and give us full up in there? As close to full as we can get. I think that's probably good. All right. Next up. We are at 47 minutes. I would kind of like to see this guy do its thing. We've already had a 4-day wet cycle, which is absolutely fabulous. The other thing is that now we could theoretically close these and pump this dry without affecting any of this, which would be nice. We also now can start the project of dynamiting this down and creating a larger water reservoir area. Now, how much do we need for the big tank? We need treated planks. That's why we are trying to get the tapper shack in, so that we could get treated planks in there. All right. Wondering if that is a waste of... You know what? Let's do an unplanting for a little path back to here. All right, and then tapper is 800. We've got it finally. No, that is not what I wanted. I want the tapper shack. If we do him right there, and then we move this lumber guy to there, We will sacrifice a few trees. I'm gonna pause this one, open this one. Let's pop priority on the removal of these guys. All right, and then the water pumps. It's the treated planks that are killing us, which means that then we need a wood workshop. Not enough science points. 800. Of course. So once again, we're waiting on science. They did get all the pipe in there, so that is connected now. And I'm just thinking, if we have the one, then we will be at a good point where maybe it can hold over between wind gusts and keep us going there. But yeah, I was kind of like day 5. We've been 5 days of wet cycle. That's crazy. And there it is. There it is. We have 2.6k water, which I really wish we could get our statistics mod back, but it will eventually. I am going to open another house. I feel like we really, at this point, we need more beavers. We're during the wet period when we've got all our pumps running, we don't even have haulers, which is holding us up quite severely. So I'm going to open one more because our 10 open jobs are the hauling post. Because we've got all the water pumps running. I also wish we had simple triggers because there's so many floodgates now. The only thing is that with the changes they made to how the droughts come in like staggered, so it's like it starts off really light, like early morning, it doesn't work out quite as well. It used to be that you, because it came, you know, at dawn, everything would be full and then your floodgates would slam shut and you would be good. But now you have to like start closing things early so that your stuff gets full. I really wish we'd get this in. We got a little more than half of the gears. So what, we need another 12. My math serves me right, but as a dyscalculia girl, it probably didn't. Math on the fly is not a good thing for me. And I know that was a simple subtraction problem, but nothing is simple for those of us with dyscalculia. They haven't started on this dynamite because we have no haulers. We have the dynamite, but we don't have any haulers to come install it. We did get a couple more beavers last night, which is saying a lot considering we're still on 20 hours working. Let's just take it down a little bit. We might this season put in this guy because our plankage is still rapidly not working out well. We're almost to 700 science. which is good. We're not, I think we can pause him. We do not have the explosive factory running right now, and our storage is full. So until we get some more storage figured out there, that's not going to do us any good. Metal block storage is up to 89. All right, what can we work on next? We got those in. We got that in. This is all looking beautiful. We can put our path in over here. All right. So I think I'm going to call it there for today. I know we haven't hit that drought. We've got a little bit of time for that. Maybe it will pop that off as I'm saying goodbye. But I think we have accomplished a bit today. We did get that almost done. We capped off the last Badwater source in a way that we can divert. We got all our diversion floodgates in. We have the tapper shack down here trying to get built when it has time, because it needs a lot of gears and planks, and we really need at least one of these gravity batteries done. We got our 2 new scientists built and up and running, which is a good thing. We are going to get the large water pump as soon as we have some treated planks, because I think that will help get one. We can put one of those in here and we will have a better depth that we can get to for water. It also means that they'll pump faster, so our water storage will get full much faster. We are up to 3K water, so not so bad. And we're at that point that we need to start closing things up a little. If I take this to 6.5, are we going to have a problem? Let's see here. 0.9. We're gonna start flooding things here. Hopefully not. 0.9. This here. 6.5. Okay. We're at 0.5 days. I know I said I was leaving, but let's 0.9. Flooded building. Where's the flooded building? Oh, down here. We're at 0.4. Point 3. Point 2. Up. Up. Yeah, I flooded everything. Up. Up. At this point, it doesn't matter. Up. Where's my other floodgate? Up. It's gonna stop in a second because there we go. And up. I didn't close these ones up. No, not the path. The floodgate. Silly. Ooh, 25.9 days. I'm gonna pause it right there. And I'm gonna I am going to very quickly pause all but the most needed pumps. I am going to go ahead and close this guy and these guys. And that is where we are going to call it for today. All right, so thank you everyone for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I am sorry that I didn't, messed up that recording. I'm really sorry about that. Not much I can do about technical difficulties, but I want to say thank you so much for sticking with me here on this series after all of the glitches and curses and all the fun things that have come with this map so far. And I want to say, if you have enjoyed this episode and you're not already subscribed, could you please go subscribe? We are trying to get to 500 viewers, or subscribers. And I would appreciate that so much if you could go down and also like this episode. That helps push it out on the algorithm, which means that more people will see it who are interested in Timberborn videos. All right, so have a great rest of your day. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time. Bye.